So a few of you guys have sent me some videos and some information in general about STDs being on the rise in Atlanta and in general. And I've looked into this a little bit. I'm not going to give crazy numbers because I've tried to go down the rabbit hole of the things you guys have sent me, and I can't really confirm any numbers enough to be confident saying them. But I will say this: it's definitely looking like they're on the rise. And a couple things come to mind for me personally. For one, like that's scary. Hookup culture is a big part of that. But also, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm looking for my tinfoil hat at the moment because I feel like there is something nefarious behind that. I think that I think that maybe this is one of those things where somebody could be behind it. Again, don't have any proof. I'm not saying that I do. I'm just saying the more I look into it, my tinfoil hat is looking pretty tempting at the moment. But it just goes to show why, you guys shouldn't be hooking up with random skanks. Don't lay with people that you're not at least willing to consider having a child with. It's just not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. In fact, chasing women is the worst thing you can do as a man, especially in this day and age when times are hard. The worst thing you can do is to waste your very limited time and energy trying to, get in bed with women. That time needs to be spent on making money. That time needs to be spent on your physique, learning new skills, your own relaxation and peace. I mean, all the more reason. The one, I don't know if I should even say the blessing of this because it's really not a blessing to anybody. It's terrifying. You don't want to hear that these horrible things are on the rise. But if I could ever think of something that would be a blessing, it would be that a lot of you are going to hear that and take a step back and not be so quick to run around here in desperation mode, shacking up with anything that's willing to look at you. You shouldn't be doing that, man. It does no good to you. It doesn't help your life at all. It doesn't. And you catch something like this, bro. That's there's no coming back, There's no coming back at all. But I will say this. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this news starts to spread of STDs being on the rise. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a new savior that comes out with a medical breakthrough. Don't be surprised if you hear of a thank you for this medical breakthrough, a new treatment of some kind. That's what my suspicion tells me. These people like to create the problem and the fix. They'll be behind the problem just so they can sell you the fix with a lot of things. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But I'm willing to bet at some point here pretty soon, this news is going to spread a lot more. Like, you're going to start seeing more people talking about STDs on the rise, on the rise. Then everyone's going to get into scared mode. And then they're going to roll out a new treatment for it. That's what's going to be. It's going to be a breakthrough, a miracle. They're going to be here to save you. These politicians and these the science community, names I won't name because every time I name this guy's name, it stifles my videos, but his last name rhymes with mates. And yeah, they're going to come to save you. They're going to be your savior. That's my suspicion. That's what I think is going to happen here. I think they're at least trying to sell this. They're trying to sell this. Maybe the numbers are not as high as you think they are. Maybe that's a lie. We can't trust the media at all. I mean, that's been proven 100 times over. So, again, I went down the rabbit hole on some of this stuff, and it looks relatively legit, but it's really hard to tell. You never know what's real and what's not with the internet today. So, assuming the studies that you guys are sending me and the videos that you're sending me of, like, trustable people, assuming that's real and that this stuff is on the rise at pretty scary rates, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if somebody's behind it, and the people behind it will be rolling out a solution for you to just calm your fears. They've got it under control. We've seen that before somewhere, haven't we? Sounds familiar. Something like that happened once before. So yeah, I imagine it's the same thing. I think the hookup culture is obviously bad, and I'm sure it's contributing to this to some degree, or obviously it is contributing to this. But I think that if these numbers are as high as some of the people are saying that I've looked into, and some of the stuff that you guys have sent me, I would say it sounds like there's some nefarious intervention behind these numbers spiking like they are. Again, don't have anything to prove that. I could be completely wrong, but that's what my gut tells me. I'm looking for my tinfoil hat. I need to actually get a tinfoil hat so I can wear it when I talk about this stuff, but that's what it sounds like to me. Because it's a popular method that's been used time and time again to gain power, control, and to make boatloads of money. Power, money, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And unfortunately, like I said, as much as I appreciate the world that I live, like I appreciate modern medicine, and I appreciate, a relatively thriving society and civil society. Although you can argue it's unraveling relatively fast, but I appreciate the modern world. But at the same time, I'm not stupid. I know the corruption that comes with it. I know the scandalism that comes with it, and unfortunately, the free world, the Western world, is becoming more and more polluted day by day by day. For many reasons, many things causing that. And one of the saddest things is that I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know if you can really trust anybody, especially people at the top, the people that you're supposed to trust the most. The science community, the medical community, the politicians. These are the people you'd think by default have the best of intentions and they can be trusted. But unfortunately, there's so much interference at least in our country, in my country, there's so much outside interference and so much outside persuading and pushing and pulling, manipulating, that even if you do have the best of intentions, there's too much power above your head. Way, way too much power above your head that goes into every decision that's made. So if you go against that, there's going to be repercussions, and everyone knows that. I don't care who you elect. I don't care what company you try to get in with. There's people above all of this that make the final rule. They have the final say. And I'm willing to bet the blackmailing is so intense and so exquisite that you don't have a chance if you go against what whoever these imaginary people at the top say. I think that, again, where's my tinfoil hat? I think that there are some very evil forces behind a lot of our world today. And this, not to get too off track, but this like STD rise thing is no different to me. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if somebody is very happy that these numbers are going up. I'm willing to bet there's some people out there that I won't name that are very happy that these numbers are going up. For one, because it hurts the population. For two, it creates fear. And with fear, they like to gain power. And three, they can sell you a solution. They can have the solution for you, and you're going to be all right. And they will make boatloads of money like they did some other time in history. Let me know what you guys think. Have you looked into this STD rise more than me? Is it legit? How legit? What's causing it? And where does it lead? Let me know down below.